So I wanted to get my little piece in on this Mike Babcock situation here with the whole, phone issue, because really it's grown and there's a lot of opinions on it, and they all just seem so extreme. First thing is that everybody is just all over Paul Bissonnette about this, breaking it out and messing around with his trust with whatever player, I'm assuming Boone Jenner, that gave him this information. But really, if you're Boone Jenner and you're talking to Paul Bissonnette, you kind of know what you're getting into by talking to the biggest hockey podcast creator in the world, like literally. And also, if you're a podcast listener, which Boone Jenner probably is, he probably listens to Spitting Chicklets himself. He knows how Bissonnette. He's one of the boys. So when you're talking to him, you know who he is, you know how he acts, you listen to his show, you're telling him something for a reason. That being said, I listen to Spittin' Chicklets. Not always do I like how Bissonnette portrays himself. He says things that maybe I don't think should be said, but it's also an adult's podcast. I'm sure it's not meant for kids. So let's just pretend for right now that Bissonnette is wrong. Babcock didn't make these players show him his camera rolls. Why is the NHL investigating it so much? They had an initial over-the-phone investigation, and it clearly led to something because everyone flew to Columbus yesterday to meet with Babcock. And, if it wasn't a big deal, if it was cleared, they wouldn't be flying and spending money to go all the way to Columbus. Second of all, Boone Jenner having released that statement, you're the captain of the team looks to you and goes, hey, you need to help clear this up. Are you really going to say, no, that guy did it, I feel terrible, how he made me feel, blah, 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 this and that? Or are you going to go, yeah, no, he just asked me to show him some pictures of my family. Of course, he's the captain. And of course, the Blue Jackets, the actual team, is going to sit there and go, we got to protect our guy. He's brand new. We got to figure this out. Let's put out a positive statement. Now you can talk about the other side where you have players who just hate him. Everybody hates Babcock. And that's a problem because you can't find anyone who actually backs Babcock on this other than Boone Jenner. Look at Chris Chelios, Scotty Upshaw, and there's just tons of players. Look what he did to Marner. Look what he did to the Leafs. Look what he did to Anaheim. I know it was a different time, but even putting Paul Kariya back out there after he got absolutely leveled, what kind of guy is this? And I know it was the playoffs, the finals, and at that specific time of hockey, yeah, you'd go back out, but he was down and out. So it doesn't show very good character because I can't find a single person who isn't under pressure to say a single nice thing about Babcock. And I challenge anyone in the comments, do a video reply, show me somebody who isn't a leader on the team, who doesn't have something to lose, who previously, currently, whatever, played for Mike Babcock and has positive things to say about it. Because you can't. It's not possible. There's guys like Tortorella who have been straight up told in the media, I don't like this guy. The things that they do say about him, though, is that he's strict to your face. He'll do stuff right to you. He'll come to you and say, hey, you're playing like shit. He'll bench guys during the game, and they'll know exactly why. In 2017, when Nick Foligno won the Marc Messier Leadership Award, he credited John Tortorella for the success of that award by saying, he's made me a better player, better person, and better captain. And he credits him by challenging you face-to-face and being honest. And that's something to be said about a guy who's been a villain of coaches in the NHL, that he still has people calling him and saying, hey, this guy does it well. I can't find a single article, player, video, anything of a person not under pressure saying, Mike Babcock's an awesome guy, he's improved my life, anything. And that's what I get out of this whole ordeal. And I really think that even if this gets cleared, this guy should be watched very heavily and scrutinized every single move, just like this. Anything this is just offhand what he's done, asking for these photos, whether they happened or not, and the depth of them. Obviously, they happened because he admitted that he did want to see photos to a different extent, though. Either way, I think every move that this guy makes off the ice should be very, very, very heavily watched. And I don't think he's going to survive. I really don't, to be honest. I think he's going to be fired. Just the fact that they actually went to Columbus and are having a second meeting with him, that talks a lot. So let me know what you think in the comments. But I think this guy right there, I think he's gone. And I can't be more happy about it because I don't like guys like this. I'm a tradesman myself. My journeyman was this old, miserable Italian guy who just treated me like garbage. And did we get the work done? Yes, we definitely did. We did great work. Did I learn very great things? I did. There's no doubt about it. But that guy treated me like absolute shit. And it's not the way to go anymore. This isn't the 90s. This isn't the 2000s. You know, you just can't treat people like this anymore. And same with the trades. I treat my apprentices really well, and I know that these players are paid a lot of money and they do a lot of things, but you still can't treat people like this anymore. It's done. That part of hockey, that part of trades is gone. And I hope they don't put up with it, and I hope this guy's gone, and I hope they get a new coach, and I also think the GM should be gone. This guy should have been never hired, in my opinion.